What up, folks? Now listen, we're gonna jump right into this shit. Fucking Chris Rock, Will Smith at the Oscars, right? Will Smith walks up on stage after Chris Rock, a famous comedian, makes a joke about his wife. A joke. He's a comedian. This is what the fuck he does. Will Smith felt some way. Goes up on stage. National television slaps him. I personally don't like Chris Rock as a comedian, not as a person. As a person, I don't, it's either way. He's done nothing to me. But as a comedian, I personally don't find him funny all the time. There are people who I know who find Chris Rock fucking hilarious. Living la vida loca. That shit was funny. But he assaulted Chris Rock, and much respect to Chris Rock for not pressing charges. Much respect to him. He's a better man than me. Not to press charges. But it's like, yeah, he made a joke about your wife, G.I. Jane 2, or whatever, and you slapped him for it. So, Will Smith, are you going to slap everybody who makes a joke about your wife? And then I'm seeing people all on Instagram, social media, saying, yeah, that's da. That's what you're supposed to do. You can't talk about people and not expect nothing to happen. And that's fucking stupid. How is that stupid? Because you're at the Oscars. Chris Rock is the host. He's going to make a joke about everybody he sees fit. Anybody else ever get up on stage and slap the host of any award show for making a joke about them? Now, another part of that situation, people are ignoring is this. What if Will Smith, what if, just what if, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock had a seizure? Man, wait a minute. Before we even get to that, we're going to get to the apology. Before we even, fuck that. Let's get to the apology. The apology that he gave. I'm not crying for winning an award. Basically, he saying that he did that because he was so emotionally driven and, whatever, his emotions got the best of him. That's not an excuse. But he's saying it to make an excuse for his actions. That's the reason for your actions. Okay. How old are you, Will Smith? Closer to 50 than I believe. I believe you're 50. I'm 35. You believe you're like 50. You can't control your emotions. You can't restrain yourself better than that. What kind of example are you sending to people, to children who look up to you? What kind of example are you setting? Hmm? What kind of example is that? What kind of man are you where you can't control your emotions in that situation? And now I hear people going, I know people gonna say, oh, but he talking about that man's wife. Everybody is talking about Will Smith's fucking wife and what she did to him with August Alsina and that whole situation. Everybody. Is Will Smith going to slap everybody? No, he's not. He's not going to do that. But yet again, still people are like, oh, that's his wife. Shouldn't be saying things about people's wives and shit like that. And shouldn't be doing that. He's a fucking comedian. He's a fucking comedian. His job is to tell jokes. Comedians, the best comedians, while I may not find Chris Rock funny, I will agree that he is one of the greatest comedians I've seen in my 35 years of living. He is. Now, the best comedians, they take real life situations and spin it into a joke. Because the saying goes, there's truth in jest. Now, I'm not going to break that saying down, but that's what it is. So, with that being said, what up, Truest Lovely? It's been a minute. I'm back on my shit now. But with that being said, um, why is Chris Rock the only one who got slapped? Charlemagne the God, you know what I mean, said things. Uh, everybody has said things in regards to Jada Pinkett. Hell, she's a fucking joke on TikTok. What's the shit? When he think I won't do him wrong because we married and have babies, and then they drop the phone and then they stomp on it, and then Jada Pinkett picks it up. Nigga, that's a joke. Yeah, Chris Rock, I just read it before I made the live, because I got to do my research. Chris Rock said he's not going to press charges on him. But you know what the craziest thing is? LAPD, because of the way it happened, the police can still press charges on him because it was a fucking violence in an area, on a public, and it was a violent incident in a public place on national TV. Now, LAPD technically didn't even have to go to Chris Rock and ask him, hey, do you want to file charges? LAPD could have just came up and said, hey, we saw you assault this man. Yes, it was. That's why I put it in the title. He assaulted him. He assaulted him. Definitely did. But people out here defending him. No, don't get me wrong. On one hand, I agree with Will Smith. I'm not going to take no disrespect to my wife. I got that. But where was the disrespect when the fucking guy is a comedian and he's a famous, well-known comedian? Where's the disrespect? He just saw her hair and but then I saw people say, oh, well, you shouldn't be making. Yes, he definitely has. He definitely has. He knows what's up. And I think he's starting to, I think the reason, exactly. Now, people were saying, oh, but you should know not to joke about people because you don't know what they're going through, because the Chadwick Boseman situation, how he was looking emaciated and stuff, and come to find out he had cancer, or the Tracy Braxton situation. That's true. But where that shit don't apply to this situation is, Jada Pinkett was losing her hair for some other reason, and she had to shave it. Okay, cool. It's a hard thing to do. Shit, I'm bald. I get it. I love my hair. I loved my hair. I fucking loved my hair. I loved it. I don't have it no more. Get over it. But oh, you shouldn't be joking about people like that. You never know. No, fuck that. He's a comedian. He's going to joke. If you don't want to get joked on, don't bring your motherfucking ass to the Oscars when Chris Rock is hosting it and sit directly in the motherfucking front. And how the fuck you think you're not gonna get talked about when you've been the fucking talk of town for the past year or so due to your relations with August Alsina, Jada? How the fuck you don't think you're gonna be talked about by Chris Rock? One thing I do know, he definitely was. Yes, oh, put that. He definitely was out of line. Misplaced anger towards August Alsina. I don't think that. I think it was misplaced anger towards Jada because, from my understanding, from what Will said, there was never any cheating in their relationship since they've been married. They never cheated. So what does that tell me? That tells me when she was fucking with August, it was okay. What Will is mad about is the fact that it was August Alsina. And August, once it was over, he took it. He took it to the max. Like, that was the love of my life. I ain't know it could be whoa, whoa, whoa. August was damn near about to kill himself after she, stopped fucking with him. Her little entanglement. She even made a joke about it herself. Is Will gonna slap her? This woman has been embarrassing this man for the past 3 years. It actually was soft. Because let's be real. In all reality, Jada Pinkett could play G.I. Jane 2. She is in shape. But he could have went very vicious with her. He could have got very, very vicious. And we know how Chris Rock can do. He could have got very vicious. But Chris Rock didn't do that. He just made a light joke because how the fuck you gonna be sitting right here in front of me, Jada Pinkett, in this big green fucking dress, and me being a comedian, Chris Rock that I am. You think I'm not gonna address you? Think I'm not gonna say a joke about you? You're out your fucking mind. You're out your fucking mind. But Will got up and did it that and whoop whoop whoop. And now everybody is now switch gears a little bit. Just a little bit. Imagine if a white man had hit Chris Rock. Niggas would be all over the place with, oh, that was racist. He hit him because he racist. Facts. Front row. You got nobody in front of you to the stage, nigga. You think I'm gonna sit here for the next 3 hours and look at you and not make a joke about you and your entanglement? Niggas must have forgot who the fuck they hired. You didn't hire motherfucking Jerry Seinfeld to motherfucking to do the Oscars. You didn't hire any old other comedian. You hired Chris fucking Rock. Chris Rock comes from the Def Jam comedy days. We know how those era of comedians give it up. They look in the crowd. Fuck you laughing for? It's gonna turn into a light skin, dark skin debate. It is. It's gonna be how dark. It's gonna. I already see the memes. How when the light skin nigga slaps the dark skin man. That is gonna have that reaction with Chris Rock. As opposed to then they're gonna show when the dark skinned man slaps a light skinned man, they're gonna show a dark skinned dude slapping the shit out of somebody and dropping them. That shit is already in the works. Somebody's already working on that. But That shit was lame on Will Smith part. I don't give a fuck. I've become used to being the black person who typically doesn't go along with every fucking body else, and I'm fine with that. I'm cool. I'm content with that. I actually love that. It shows me and lets me know that I'm different, and I love to be different. But that shit was some bullshit. Now, if Chris Rock would have fucking waited till after the show, Will got away with it because niggas are dumb. Niggas are dumb. Niggas don't care the fact that he assaulted the man and can go to jail, and that's a fucking crime. Oh, he was talking about his wife. Because it's like, so because someone talking about your wife, you have to fucking violently assault them. It did make him look weak because how you gonna hit him? And again, you're not going to slap everybody else. How you gonna do that? If anybody who should be slapped will, and understand, I don't, what I mean, advocate violence against women. I'm not with that shit. But if somebody did need to be slapped, will go get your other baby mother and tell her to slap the shit out of Jada for putting you in that situation to be embarrassed like that. People forget this man, Will Smith, for the better part of the past 25, 30 fucking years, all he ever did was put this fucking woman on a pedestal. We all know the picture when he's standing there like, nigga, fuck me. Look at her, nigga. What the fuck I got going on? Ah. People forget that shit. And then she goes out here and embarrasses him. But people don't care about that part. Everything that Jada Pinkett Smith is receiving from the world today is what she earned because of her own fucking actions. She has to take the consequences that come with her fucking actions. You out here fucking around in an entanglement with niggas. You got to take these motherfucking jokes that Chris Rock is going to give you. You got to take that. Nah, he shouldn't even be making that joke. What if she is sick? Okay. If she's sick, why the fuck is she at the Oscars? Oh, because her husband wasn't accepting an award. So, so she ain't acted in a movie in fucking years. Fuck, she get an invitation. But nope, that ain't it. Niggas would still be sitting there and defending Will Smith. Like, yeah, he did was right. That's what I already did. Yeah. And unlike Will Smith, your ass will be in jail. Only reason Will Smith ain't in jail is because Chris Rock is a real Brooklyn nigga. And the smack didn't hurt. That's the only reason. It's the only reason. Respect to Chris Rock. Because if Chris Rock would have did that, he knows what would have happened. Excuse me. He would have started becoming the butt of jokes. Oh, how you let Will Smith, how you let the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how you get the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air locked up? Blue, fucking, how you let Chris Rock, Chris Rock would have been like, they would have looked at Chris Rock like, they would have looked at Chris Rock like, how you get Will Smith locked up? That's Will Smith. That's, parents don't understand. No, my nigga. No. That nigga hit me. I'm going to call the cops. Like fuck that. But let's go to the like and more. I've seen other people commenting too, like famous people, blue check motherfuckers on Instagram, saying the same shit. Yeah, you shouldn't. Exactly. Now that is the part too. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about, Dan? What the fuck was that? I'm gonna ignore that. But yeah, Chris Rock shouldn't be able to do that on some real shit because if the police see on camera, yeah. But if the police see it, oh shit, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it now, I got it now, I got it now, I got it now, I got it. I get it now, yeah, because they did. Hell yeah. That was a good one, Dana, man. That was good. I get it now. I ain't watched them, I got kids, but my kids don't watch those movies. But Chris Rock shouldn't be able to say, nah, I'm not gonna press charges on him. Because when the LAPD or any police department sees a violent act occur on camera, they don't have to um ask the person, find the person who was assaulted. They can just go find the person who did the assaulting and say, hey, look at what we got you on camera doing this. You're going to jail. But where that person at, it don't fucking matter. Mm-mm-mm. Share this video everywhere, Dan. Good looking though. But Chris Rock shouldn't be able to do that. They should go and give Will Smith his fucking papers, book him real quick for a little bullshit misdemeanor assault, give him a DAT, that's a death ticket, and make him pay a little $500 fine and get the fuck out of his way. But he should have assault on his fucking criminal record right now. Yes, and that I'm truest lovely. That was my next part. That was the next portion I was gonna go to. But fuck it, we're gonna jump to it now. That is true. That is exactly true. I saw someone say that, and I agree with them. How does that look? Where a man can walk up on stage on national television, assault another man for no fucking reason, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Telling jokes about somebody is not a fucking reason to go slap them. Especially when they're one of the most famous comedians in the fucking world. Would Will Smith have joked? If Martin Lawrence was the host, would Will Smith have slapped Martin? Oh, Martin probably wouldn't make that joke. Martin would make that joke. It's the law. It's not the law. It's not the law. Unless you in a certain tax bracket, the law is not the law. And that's clear and evident right now. Clear and evident. We've seen situations in these on TV where people have done things to people, and the person who it was done to didn't say nothing or anything, but they were caught. The person who did it was caught, and they went to jail. We've seen this situation play out before, but in different ways, with people who are not of the same tax bracket. But this basically teaches people no consequences to your actions when you're someone like Will Smith. Exactly. Listen, I don't mind playing devil's advocate. It could have been worse. Like people forget, Will Smith played Muhammad Ali. Now he may have gotten fat or whatever, but that that shit don't go nowhere. Yeah, and nobody rushed the stage. He got up, but then again, it's Will Smith. So I would imagine when people see him stand up and going on the stage, It's Will Smith. What is he going to do? That was the thought process. That's Will Smith. What is he realistically going to do? Bow! Slapped him, turn around, sat back down. And nobody's, and now after he slapped him, yeah, I was just thinking about that. After he slapped him, he turned around and was like walking away and sat back down. Now, I know they say, oh, you shouldn't ridicule a man for crying and this and that. And that's why we have toxic masculinity out here with black men because they were taught not to cry, XYZ. Fuck that. That nigga's a bitch ass nigga. Fuck you up there crying for. You slapped him and you crying? You're crying? Oh, I let my emotions get the best of me. Well, nigga, take your fucking ass home. Don't come to these events, my nigga. Niggas better hope I don't ever become a celebrity in the next 2 to 3 years because I'm a fucking joke on all. I'm going to make that joke right in front of that nigga. And I want him to slap me so I can get paid. I want that. But nobody rushed the stage, even after this man was assaulted. Chris Rock, now, yeah. Yo, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yo, I was just talking about that to one of my homeboys. He younger. He's like 10 years younger than me. No, I'm bugging. He like 7 years younger than me. He never saw Bugs Bunny take his glove off and slap nobody and say, I challenge you to a duel. That's exactly what that shit looked like. Nah, fuck that. It's all good because that's exactly what it was. He walked up and said, you have sullied my name. I must challenge you to a duel. I got to go back and watch the video because my homeboy told me, watch Chris Rock reaction. He said Chris Rock balled his fists up like after he got slapped. He said Chris Rock was ready to fight, but then he seen Will's turned away. That's when he was like, "Oh wow!" But that shit was ridiculous. This is exactly what it is. More. This is so much bread and circus. I don't know what, man. I need to go into a yeast fast. I didn't have too much bread. I need to go into yeast fast. I need to cut the wheat out, cut the starch out, whatever it's called. It's ridiculous. But yeah, no consequences for niggas like them. No consequences. So if I'm a celebrity, I can just walk up on stage, slap niggas, and walk back and sit down. And then accept my award for winning for King Richard. That's troublesome. Now I don't watch the Oscars. I just happen to be on YouTube on Instagram and saw this shit and I was like, damn. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Looked it up to see if it was real or if it was a skit. It's real. I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. But you know, that was the most that's gonna happen out of it. Nobody's gonna get it in trouble. At next year's Oscars, is Will Smith gonna be allowed to come after he walked on the stage and assaulted a man for no fucking reason? Are the Oscars gonna ban him? They should. They fucking should. They fucking should. Cause hell, truth be told, on another level, no black person should be at the fucking Oscars any fucking way. Halle Berry won that fucking award 20 years ago. First black woman to do it. And the subsequent 20 years after, she's still the only black woman to do this shit. So you mean to tell me, what's her name? What's her name? Shouldn't have won that fucking award for her role in that movie with Denzel Washington. She played Amanda Waller in the Suicide Squad. What the fuck is her name? Damn. Can't think of a fucking name. But she was in the movie with Denzel Washington when she was crying and she had the fucking the snot on it. What is that black woman name? For the love of fuck, I can't think of her name. She shouldn't have won that motherfucking. She was in How to Get Away with Murder, the star of that show, the black woman. She shouldn't have won that fucking award, that the best female actress award. She shouldn't have won that shit. She shouldn't have won. Fuck out of here. I hope they do. They should have escorted his ass out. They should have. Because if Will Smith had woke up and slapped a white man like that, we don't even want to talk about the consequences and repercussions of that. I don't even want to do that. Because Lord knows, it wouldn't have ended like they would have rushed the stage after that. They took Will Smith down, tased him and all that. And they probably will have Chris Rock back because that's not his first time doing the Oscars, I believe. Or is it the Grammys that he did before? But it don't matter. Chris Rock is at that stage in his career where he, yo, now let's say Mike Epps had walked up on that motherfucking stage and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. First off, when Mike Epps was walking to the stage, they gonna stop him. Let's say Cat Williams was in attendance for some odd fucking reason. Yeah, Chris Rock is they type. He's going to do those Oscars. They ain't letting nobody else approach that stage. Will Smith is one of the few motherfuckers in the world who can be in an award show, stand up, and walk towards that motherfucking. Yeah, Black Hollywood is different. It's a different. It is. It is a different kind of black. Because I'm gonna put it to you. You got Black Hollywood. You got Will Smith. And you got the Mike Epps. Two different sides. Will Smith's side is to use a Donald Trump phrase, those are the good ones. Those are the good ones. You got the Mike Epps side of Hollywood, Black Hollywood. The niggas who Mike Epps, Cat Williams, excuse me, what's that nigga name? Fucking Wesley Snipes. Them niggas who don't play ball with these crackers. Then you got the niggas basically. Exactly. Oprah Rose's Monique, same dynamic. Goddamn right. Fucking right. Fucking right. Exactly. Yep. I would agree with that. Or even another one is Monique and Monique versus Amy Schumer. Even though Amy Schumer is white, same shit. It's the same dynamic. It's the same occupations, same gender, different race, but one gets paid way more or is treated. That's how it is. Yep. Yep. They would not have let um shit. I don't think nobody else in the fucking world could have walked up on stage like Will Smith did. I don't think nobody else could have done that. I do not believe it. Because Will Smith is one of those. He's fits into a category that not too many black people fit in. Yes, we can definitely. If Monique would have done that part right there, if Monique would have done anything to Amy Schumer, Monique would probably be underneath the jail. She'd probably be underneath the fucking jail. Because, like you said, that narrative of the angry black woman. Now, as a black man, I personally hate these fucking things that people say about people like angry black man, angry black woman. In some regards, it is true because we're black. If as a black man, I am I have a certain level of anger that stays with me. Why? Because I am smart and I understand where the fuck I live and what I have to go through. So I have to, in some shape, form, and fashion, prepare mentally every fucking day I wake up to possibly have to deal with some bullshit just because I'm black. Now, the fact that I have to put that into play in my brain when I wake up, you goddamn right I'm fucking angry. Black women, the same shit. The fact that they have to put up with certain shit every day, yes, they are fucking angry. But do that mean they are an angry black woman? Not at all. Exactly. Not at all. Now, they put that tag on Monique because she wasn't holding no motherfucking punches when she came about speaking about her shit. She said, I'm one of the greatest motherfucking comedians out here, female comedians out. How the fuck is she getting a Netflix special for $30 million, just for an example, and she steals fucking jokes? When and y'all niggas is trying to offer me $5 million and I write, produce, come up with my own shit. And I actually been on the fucking touring circuit for 20 plus fucking years. Had her own TV show from playing what's name mom on Brandy on Moesha. Just that little bit role of her playing Miss Parker got the TV show The Parkers. Amy Schumer shouldn't be getting this shit. I should be getting that. And because she called them out, now she's an angry black woman. No, fuck that, nigga. That's unfair. I'm going to speak up. Anytime black people, man or female, speaks up for shit that is unfair and there's one or two ways. They're either on some bullshit or they're just angry and want to take it out on the world. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. The world is unfair. Now fuck the world. The 49 connected states are unfair to black people. Unfair. So yes, we are angry, but we have a right to be. But we don't go taking it out on everybody, because how many times do you see an angry black man get fired, a black man get fired from his job, and he goes and shoot that motherfucking place up? They got a phrase called it. It's called going postal. How many times do you see a black person go postal because they got fired from a job? We're gonna do a little history on that real quick. Why is it called going postal? Well, it's called going postal because typically white men who were working at the post office would get fired or get laid off the job and come back and go shoot everybody with a gun. They went postal because they used to work at the post office. They went postal. White men are known for going postal. But black men come and shoot some shit up. That shit is personal. He don't give a fuck about getting fired from the job. Some other bullshit went down. That's why he's shooting that spot up. But the white man get William over there been working 18 years. William gets fired due to corporate downsizing. William comes back next week with a fucking gun and goes and claps his boss who fired him. Mind you, the boss didn't fire him. He didn't make the decision. The boss didn't make the decision. The decision came from corporation, from corporate. The boss got an email and said, go fire this person. He was just the messenger. William shot the messenger. But we're angry. Black people are angry. No. White people are the angry ones. Or rather, they don't know what to do with their fucking anger. They go take their anger out on everybody. But back to the case. Will Smith, these niggas is different. And like the comment earlier, I can't remember who mentioned it, Blue or Truist, but these rituals that he's participated in. He know what the him and Jada, whether they did know what they were getting into or not, when they got into it, nigga, you're in it. You got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. You can't join these motherfucking secret societies and do all this ritualistic spirit washing and shit like that and not think that there isn't going to be any consequences coming your way. Coming your way. And me personally, my personal beliefs on the shit is Jada Pinkett lost her fucking hair because the ancestors knew she was fucked up. The ancestors knew she was on bullshit. Like, imagine this. You married. You two are females. So imagine you're married to your husband, and all he talks about is his ex, John, who died. And he tells you you can't live up to her. That nigga's fucked up. That nigga's fucked up. That's traumatizing to some people. That's a form of domestic fucking abuse. That's mental abuse. Will Smith has been hearing from Jada their whole fucking marriage. He does not fucking stand up to Tupac. Will Smith's daughter wrote a letter addressed to Tupac. Now, I know that sounds fucking weird because Tupac died in 96. Willow Smith was nowhere fucking around in 96. She's a 2000 something baby. I understand. Fact is, Willow still wrote a letter and addressed it to Tupac because she felt like her mom and him was, it was something. I forgot exactly that part. But how does Willow know about Jada's relationship with Tupac? Aside from the internet, how would she know? Because when Will and Jada more than likely got into arguments, yeah, Will is a simp. He's a simp. No, yeah, that is a simp. Ain't no way in hell, pardon me. What's this say? Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way in hell. My wife or woman is gonna embarrass me and put me through the public shaming that she did that you're not gonna, and I'm gonna go punch a nigga for you. You got me fucked all the way up. You better go call that other nigga. Better call that entanglement nigga. I'm not fucking doing that. I put you on the pedestal for 25 fucking years and you gonna go fuck around and embarrass me like this? Then you gonna tell the world I don't fucking match up to Tupac and this is how you feel and and he was your real true love and shit. Well, bitch, go be with him. Go be with him. Well, take yourself out the game and go be with your true love. I ain't fucking punching nobody for you. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. But that's what he's supposed to. Nah, hell no, shorty. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Basically, things happen to people when they do things and they don't really realize it. This ritualistic shit they was into, that's why she lost her hair. I don't believe in Jesus Christ, the Bible, none of that bullshit. No religions, none of that shit. I don't believe in that shit. But I do believe in the ancestors and spirits and shit, And I personally look at it like, yo, the ancestors, listen. That was cold. That's cold, Blue. But Pete, um, but I do believe when you're black, yeah, that's the craziest thing. He still looks at it like, yo, I came up. You're Will Smith, but he feels like he came up, and she don't fucking see that. Hey, you can lead the horse to the water. Fuck it, you can drop the horse in the middle of the fucking ocean. You can't make that motherfucker drink the water. Yo, I, Jada reminds me of my mother. And like they have similar features about them, similar things about them. So I never really looked at Jada like that. I never looked at Jada like that because she reminds me of she reminds me of my mother. So I never looked at Jada like that. Like, I just didn't. That was weird for me. That would be weird for me. She has a lot of similarities with my mother. So, but, but fucking, yeah, I don't believe in all of that. But I do believe the ancestors will help you and punish you. I think the ancestors punished Jada by taking her hair away from her. That's what I believe. It's my personal belief. You want to go do these ritualistic things with these other fucking people? Well, we're gonna take your fucking hair. We're not gonna kill you or nothing like that, but we're gonna take something that's gonna affect you and make you sit your fucking ass down and reevaluate your motherfucking life. And we took your hair. Now go ahead, do y'all listen? Listen, we're all human here. We're all human. I don't care. We're all human. We're all human. Like people will, like what you said with my carnal side. See, people, most people will not acknowledge that. Nigga, I'm a human being. I have a cardinal side. Yeah, nigga, everybody has one. It's all good. Do you? All the ladies love August Alsina. Shit. I'm born in August, so I guess all the ladies love me too. Shit. I got some kind of August. I mean, I'm gonna jump on the wave. Wow, man, that was good. But I think the ancestors will punish people. I think they do. And what I believe is going on with Jada Pinkett, I believe what's going on with Jada Pinkett, Virgo? Who's a Virgo? I'm a Leo. Blue, ain't you a Leo? Don't we got the same birthday? But the ancestors will punish people, and they will do it. Sometimes it's drastic. Sometimes it be subtle things that they do, but they do it, and it's karma. Yes, I said that the ancestors snatched her bald. Yes, sit the fuck down. You have a man who will fucking die for you over here, and you out here talking about the nigga who actually died. Don't get me wrong, I love Tupac too, to the death. Truth be told, you already, yeah, there you go, 814, yup. Hell yeah, I gotta go play that number today just cause. I play it every day anyway, but I don't play it midday. But yeah, like, snatch the ball. Yes. Ancestors did that. Like, what do you expect? That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Because people say, oh, ghosts ain't real, because if ghosts was real, a lot of white folks would have died. Man, first off, black people wasn't even on that kind of timing to be vengeful and shit like that to that level. You feel me? Over time, yes, we have become that, but the ancestors will do you dirty. Have to sit your ass down. Yes, she has to let Pot go. She has to let that go. Oh, love the fire signs, yeah. Or everybody in my house is a fire sign, just about. No, my daughter is a water. My daughter's a water sign, and my mother's a Gemini. I don't know what the fuck they are, but the ancestors will sit people down at times. Like, who's another example of the ancestors sitting down? Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna give you. I'm gonna give you an opposite example. Exactly. Sit the fuck down. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna give you a completely opposite example of how the ancestors work. There's no fucking way in hell Chadwick Boseman was not given the strength of the fucking ancestors to complete the fucking movies he did with what he had. The only thing I can say, in my opinion, why he was able to do those fucking roles, especially Black Panther, is because he had the strength of the ancestors pushing him, because they knew, nigga, we need you to do this for us so you could come chill with us. Chadwick Boseman, and personally, when I heard about what he was going through and the movies he was doing and how he was and shit like that, that nigga stepped up. He's in my top 3. I have another son. I'm finding a fucking way to put Chadwick Boseman name in his name. I'll be damned. Why was Chadwick that fucking strong and going and doing this shit? Because he had the strength of the ancestors. The ancestors were really fucking with him. Like that scene in Black Panther, I take that shit way more to heart than a lot of my other motherfuckers. I take that scene to heart way more harder than other motherfuckers when he was talking to the ancestors, his father. That shit was some real shit. That's the only reason that man had the strength to continue on and doing what he did, was because the ancestors wanted to put him, make sure they solidify his greatness in the physical plane for future generations to talk about. So they gave him that strength. Like it's what the saying goes, you know, the good die young and shit, the great don't live long. Unfortunately, for some people, I do believe it's true. I do believe some people are taken home by the ancestors earlier than they should be, but that's only due to because they're going to leave such a powerful fucking impact on this world that goes beyond any fucking time span of life they could have lived. Chadwick's legacy will last for 500 years if the fucking world continues. Next 5,000 years, Chadwick name will still be known, because that's how great he was while he was living. That's all due to the power of the ancestors. Shit. Another example of the ancestors snatching the motherfucking shit away from a nigga. Um, I think Cat Williams was affected by the ancestors. I think he was. But that wasn't because he did anything wrong. It's, nigga, you need to stop, because they're going to kill you. Like, the ancestors fuck with people if you understand, if you know how to look for the signs and shit, if you aware about it, you in tune enough. Our ancestors talk to us. They'll give us signs. They'll give us shit. They need to quit dabbling in that shit, but most people don't. This is the fucking craziest shit in the world. And it's like the way we're brought up in America as a black person, what we're not taught certain things that pertains strictly to us. For example, I will never for the love of my life understand how black people are so with these Greek fucking fraternities. First off, it's a Greek fraternity. Do your history on why this certain shit is a secret, why pledging is a secret, why the ritual of pledging, that's a ritual. But we're not taught about that as kids. What rituals are and shit like that. We're not taught that. So when we start dealing into these rituals, we get into you take Will Smith and Jada when they become celebrities and shit. Now they start going to rituals. Once they start dealing with that ritual, that shit over there, natural human brain is gonna be like, okay. Now once they see that, in my opinion, they're gonna go to the other side and they're gonna see, oh shit, I've been fucking with fucking Dagon, the god of fucking destruction and chaos and shit. You know, or whoever the fuck they fuck with, or this deity. And then they just, at that point, they don't even care anymore. Their fucking soul is gone. A lot of people don't even try and redeem themselves. I think Will Smith he has seen the error in his ways, but he's also come to the conclusion like, shit, it's over. So, you know, it is what it is. He's just trying to survive day by day. Jada, I think she's trying because of she realizes what the karma is coming to her and shit like that. I think she on the low end is trying to like bring everybody with them. Yeah. That's it. I didn't watch American Gods, but that's a nice quote right there. And Jada, I think what was I saying? Yeah, Jada, I think she's trying to like in a sense, she's trying to bring the world with her. She wants the world to come with her. I gotta go this route, nigga. I want everybody to go this route. Cause that red table talk shit is some complete bullshit. It's some complete bullshit. Like when she learned her father sexually assaulted her mother. Like, and she said, like, you know, she said some dumb shit. I don't want to go into it and I misquote her. But she said it was some crazy shit, in my opinion, to her response to when her mother said that. And I was like, what? But they all fucked up. And the whole reason, fucking, and also, boom, the only one of Will Smith kids who is not fucked up is his oldest son, Trey. Why is Trey not like them? Because you know, Willow, they allowed Willow to date a dude who was like 23 when she was about 16, 17. Yeah, she did have that Jada Pinkett. She did. I remember that because Willow got her band back together for her mom's birthday last year or this year or whatever to sing one of her songs. What's that shit? Um, Damn, I always hate a song on TikTok. Now I can't fucking remember it for the love of my life. I can't remember the name of the song, but yeah, the rock band and shit. I remember that. They were trash. They were trash. You know, sorry. But fucking yeah. Trey, Will Smith oldest son. Um, he's not. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, listen. We definitely shouldn't box black people in, but listen, it's not boxing a person in to call it how you see it and say that's a weird fucking family. Based on how my family and how I was raised, you're fucking weird. That's my opinion. I can have that. You can have that. I ain't boxing them in. Fuck that. They are weird. Jada and Will family and their kids that they had are fucking weird. They're weird. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, fucking weird. Fucking weird. Because Will's oldest son, Trey, the one who he made the song, um, that he's made the song Just the Two of Us. He's not weird. He's normal. Why? Because his mama said, no, you staying with me. You're not being over there with them because they're into shit. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. He's the only normal fucking kid Will Smith has. You don't hear about him being on no weird shit. You don't see him doing no weird shit. The weird shit and Trey Smith don't even go together. You don't hear about it because he's not weird. But Jaden wants to get he wanted to be emancipated at between the ages of 14 and 16. Like, you know, he wants to go on his own. He wants to buy his own house and live on his own. First and foremost, what 14-year-old nigga you know, black person you know, goes to their parents and say, I want to be emancipated, so you don't have a responsibility over me. I'm 15. I'm going to go buy my own house and live on my own. Shit is unheard of. For one, because black kids at 15 ain't got that money. But the fact you want to go do all of it, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Because what 14-year-old is thinking like that? Normally. Why is this? That's weird. What's he been through? Willow, again, like I was saying, Willow, they was allowing her to date a nigga who was a white guy who was 20 something years old, over 22, and she was about 16. You can Google this. The age gap was crazy. It was okay with Will Smith and Jada. Jada let what's this nigga name? Jada let Jaden eat mushrooms and get fucking high, psychedelic high, when he was 12, 13 type shit. Yeah, I had a phone call. I had to. Okay, yeah. Y'all can hear me. I can. I had a phone call. Yeah, but yeah, Jaden, that nigga's weird too. I fuck with Jaden though, because Pete, them niggas is weird, right? I'm fucking weird too. We're all weird, but I'm not they kind of weird like that. Like they're weird. I'm just weird, but they're weird. But it's a their dynamic of family and a family is different. We just gonna put it that way. Their family dynamic is different from the typical black household. Much of that is because their financial situation is in the top 10% of everyone in the fucking nation, you know. So of course it's gonna be different, their dynamics. But all that shit that's coming to them, like, it's crazy. Oh, I just thought of this because I'm a big, I'm a big believer in you can't tell nobody how to react when you do certain things, when you do things to them. Like if if I take a cookie from your pack of cookies, I don't expect, I don't, if I take a pack of cookie from your cookies, I don't expect you to slap me, right? That's a little overboard, right? No one expects to get slapped from taking someone cookie, right? It's overboard. Duh, damn, I just, you know, you get, you, and I ain't talking about no, you just get hit with one of these. You take the cookie. What you doing? What you doing? Damn, bro. Are you like, hey nigga, don't take my cookie. That's a little overboard, right? I think we all would agree that's a little overboard. But here goes the key part. It's my opinion. It's your opinion. To the person who it happened to, uh, he feels, nigga, you took my cookie, I slap you. Why? Don't touch my shit. Damn, but you ain't had to slap me. Don't tell me how to react. I'm a big believer in that. I may feel you slapping him for the cookie is overboard, but I'll be damned if I tell you not to react the way you want to react. What if Chris Rock got slapped and said, oh, that's how it is, Will? What if Chris Rock would have saw Will Smith later on that night and fucking booked him with a bottle for slapping me, nigga? Now hold that. Niggas would have said Chris Rock is wrong. All he did was slap you. You ain't have to hit him with a bottle, bust his fucking head open like that. Don't fucking tell me how to react to a nigga doing something to me that I didn't deserve. Fuck are you talking about? People die over shit like that. Slap someone in the club in New York or some shit like that, one of these little dudes. You know what's gonna happen? They not fighting. They backing that motherfucking hammer out and they clapping you. Blow your horn too hard at a nigga in the streets in New York. Blow your horn. Niggas getting out the car. Some niggas are back the hammer out. And yo, what are you doing? Why are you wilding? I know this. Trust me. I'm a wild nigga behind the wheel. I'll blow my horn wild stupid on the nigga. Nigga ain't never pulled his gun out on me. But I don't give a fuck if he did, because I don't get out my motherfucking car. You get out your car and you approach my car, I'm going to hit you with my car. But that's neither here nor there. But you can't tell me how to react. You get out your car and start approaching me, you can't tell me how to react. Like, I'm scared for my life. I'm a stand-up citizen out here. I'm a square. I fear for my life. If Chris Rock would have had a knife on him for some odd reason, Chris Rock is from Brooklyn. Chris Rock would have had a blade on him and get a fucking booked Will. And no disrespect, ladies, but I have to say this: no disrespect. It's just a phrase for that New Yorkers use. I don't know if out of state people use it, but New Yorkers use this. If Chris Rock would have pussy faced, if with a pussied up Will face, blew his cheek off, shit look like a pussy now. Niggas would have been mad. He didn't have to do that to him. No, Will didn't have to walk the fuck up on that stage and slap me for telling a joke. Nigga, I'm from Brooklyn. Gonna blow your shit off. This shit gonna be. But nobody cares. Nobody factors in these parts. Because at the end of the day, before Chris Rock is a comedian, before he's one of these guys, Chris Rock is a grown ass black man who grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Pardon me, in Brooklyn, New York. Now, I don't give a fuck what era you grew up in. Yeah, get it? Yeah, yeah. When you, if you ever see a jail photo of someone getting a cheek hit, and it's usually a blade or a scalpel hit. I've never been to jail, but I know what it's caused. I've been in the streets. I've seen this shit in the streets too. Poof. It looks like a pussy. A nigga face goes. It looks just like a pussy. But fucking um Chris Rock is from Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a rough place to grow up in any era. And in his era especially. Because nowadays niggas will shoot the shit out you. Niggas shot the shit out you back then too. But nowadays, it's the young niggas who's shooting the shit out you. Niggas 14, 15 clapping you up. You can't tell nobody how to react. Will Smith got some karma coming for this. Will Smith has karma coming for this. And he's got karma because Chris Rock, and I believe Chris Rock is a real right dude. Feel me? I don't like his comedic style, but I believe he's a real right dude. I fuck with him, you know. I don't watch his movies because he just don't do it for me. He don't. But aside from that, I fuck with Chris Rock. You know, when he's talking about things, I fucks with him. But fucking Chris Rock is real right. He ain't press charges on him. Chris Rock in his head is probably saying that nigga's a bitch. Fuck that nigga. So I'm making jokes, nigga. The world been making jokes, but you gonna slap me? All right, whatever. The ancestors got Will. They gonna get his ass. They're gonna tighten him up. They're gonna tighten him up. They're gonna snatch him up in his chest real quick. But I'm a realistic person and I understand things. I also understand karma don't have to hit you. Your karma don't have to affect you. Karma can hit someone else. And that's because of it's off of your karma. Like karma's funny like that. So I just hope it don't do that for Will Smith. I hope the karma he's to receive from this slapping incident only affects him. I don't want it to jump and hit his kids or anything like that. I don't want that like that. Thank you. Front brake master cylinder anyway. But yeah, you know, that's what I hope. Because the kids ain't did nothing. But well, that was some we gonna call it like it is. That was some whole nigga shit, my guy. That was some whole shit. Some simp shit. That was some real simp shit, man. That's what I when I now when I that's because you know what? Because that is I feel you because I was thinking that same thing as I was saying that about him. Because I don't like Chris Rock, but I fuck with some Pootie Tang. Sagate. You know what I mean? Wagata, Sagate. Sippy side on the tippy side. You know, I fuck with the Pootie Tang. What's that boy named Dirt Nasty? I fuck with Dirt Nasty. Certified on the Pootie side. You know, I sip side on the pity side. You know? I fuck with Pootie Tang. I fuck with Pootie Tang. I ain't watch Everybody Hates Chris. I don't know why. I didn't watch Everybody Hates Chris because I heard his fucking voice too much. I heard his voice too much. I don't want to hear you, my nigga. I don't want to hear you. Write the fuck out the script though. I don't want to hear you. If I gotta see you occasionally in the series, that's cool too. Cause Chris Rock, oh, the shit I find funny about Chris Rock is the old shit. The how much is this? 275. 275. Listen, how much the hot dog? 275. 275. All right, listen. How about I give you $1.25 and you just give me the ketchup in the bun? No, I can't do that. All right, well, listen. How about I give you 85 cents and you just give me the greasy napkin? Booty thing is that shit. I can't watch Everybody Hates Chris. Like I said, his voice. But you know, what if? Oh man, rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. Because I would have loved, like, on some shit. That would have been a situation if it could have been Eddie Murphy up there doing that and Charlie Murphy and and Will Smith would have slapped Eddie Murphy. Know what Charlie would have did? Yeah, he was. I'll holler at y'all later. My homeboy just pulled up. He talking about some bullshit going on. But I'll be back.